Wealthy Coin is happy to see you all back. What's going to happen in the next 48 hours was revealed by the CEO of Shiba Inu, modern Shiba Inu headlines. Following Thursday's 75 basis point interest rate hike by the U.S. Federal Reserve, the cryptocurrency market fell into red. Bitcoin had modest declines, while Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, which had been performing exceptionally well, saw losses. Bitcoin remained below its recent $20,000 support line, but Uniswap and Polygon both gained in price. What follows is a discussion of the events that will unfold in the next 48 hours as disclosed by the CEO of Shiba Inu. Modern Shiba Inu headlines. To view our most recent information on Shiba Inu price forecasts and expert analysis, hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel. We will start the video without further ado. The majority of cryptocurrency tokens were trading at a loss on November 3rd, with the exception of a handful of altcoins and stablecoins. With a 7% reduction, Dogecoin was the worst hit, after which the Shiba Inu saw a 4% decline. On the other hand, Polygon saw a 6% increase. With a loss of over 1% in the past day, the total market value of all cryptocurrencies was slightly lower at $1.01 trillion. Still, the overall value of transactions increased by over 40%, reaching $102.76 billion. In the final days of October, Shiba Inu has shown a great deal of bullish strength. There are a few continuance of trend cues visible in the SHIB price. Important benchmarks have been established to evaluate future actions. The crypto market was taken aback by the price of Shiba Inu, a meme coin, as it surged 55% in the last week of October. When SHIB was trading around $0.00000090 last week, the bullish thesis predicted that a 20% rise would test the negative liquidity levels around $0.00001350. By printing a last-minute monthly high at $0.000009, the bulls not only validated the bullish trade concept, but they also exceeded expectations. Since the Shiba Inu price has surpassed the expectations of day traders, bears are hesitant to short the SHIB, and the current auction price is $0.0000001189. Following the formation of the new October high, SHIB has fallen 21%. An increase in volume accompanied the rally, which broke through oversold levels on the relative strength indicator. At the moment, the SHIB price is bidding little over the 8-day AMI. This is the initial encounter with the moving average following the bullish cross on October 27th, which triggered the extra 30%. And since the RSI is still in the positive zone, it's possible the rally can go on. All things considered, the monthly high at $0.00001509 is a potential obstacle for newly formed shorts in the SHIB price. If prices were to rise 30% from where they are now, the market value would skyrocket. If prices go below the 21-day simple moving average and into the $0.000000 liquidity zone, the bullish thesis could be thrown out. Sweeping below the low might set off a further drop towards $0.0000000970. Under the invalidation scenario, Shiba Inu prices would fall 17%. A Twitter user going by the handle at Shibaplay understood has published information from Etherscan regarding the huge volume of transactions involving the Shiba Inu meme coin in the last day or so. At least 100 billion shares were carried by the biggest of these. There were a total of 202,438,224,930 coins in the biggest one. The unidentified holder transferred a total of 847.9 billion K9 coins. Beware of whales. SHIBs moved totaling 202,438,224,930. As a result of these dealings, 100 billion SHIBs were transferred to the OKX exchange for sale. As indicated before, $10,268,000 is the monetary value of $850 billion SHIB. David Gokhshtein, founder of Gokhshtein Media and a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency industry, had previously stated his intention to increase his Shiba Inu holdings. He intended to acquire more than 2 million meme coins. Regardless of what the maximalists in the Shiba Inu and Dogecoin communities think of him for endorsing a competing coin, he has reiterated his support for SHIB. Since reaching a local high of $0.0000001415 USD a few days ago, SHIB has fallen 15%. With a current range of $0.00001203 USD, the price is relatively stable. Second layer builders for Shiba Inus updates. Regarding the Shibarium launch have been given by Unification. A possible public beta test of Shibarium was announced by Unification in June 2022. the Shiba Inu team was unable to release Shibarium in time for the third quarter of 2022. The online community reacted by demanding constant updates on the team's progress with the Shibarium launch, according to Shiba Inu's principal developer Shidashi Kusama. He is constantly being asked about the release of Shibarium. Without providing any details, Kusama simply stated that it would be revealed shortly in his response. There will be a safe, vision-friendly product from the Unification Foundation, and they're working hard on it. A blog post by Unification states that the foundation is committed to working with the team to achieve the most secure and usable vision and accompanying product possible. Even though they hear and consider the question of the release date of the project every day. The Shiba Eternity Official Player's Guide was released by Shiba Inu on November 3, 2022. The guide was divided into 4 parts and contains 1,150 pages. As part of the release, Shidashi Kusama expressed his regrets for the one-day delay and dropped indications of when Shibarium could be beta released. When asked about the upcoming beta release of Shibarium, he mentioned that the Shiba Eternity would also be publicized. Among Shiba Eternity's recent notable accomplishments, Kusama mentioned the game's over 250,000 downloads on iOS and Android and the successful fixation of several bugs. A little later in the month, he added, the game's update will be available. On OpenSea, players can find a one-of-a-kind NFT drop dubbed Shiba Eternity lore. The prices of the artwork vary between 0.001 E to 1,000 E. The Unification Foundation has also promised that the external initiative involving its collaboration with the Shibarium Group will continue to be a top priority throughout the year. In addition, the group vowed to exert all of their might in their pursuit of a successful Shibarium launch. Several current tasks on the alpha version were highlighted by Unification in preparation for the public beta release. The developers of Shibarium stated in a detailed post-release that they are constantly optimizing the internal alpha to meet the needs of the massive audience that is eagerly anticipating its release. Consequently, our advice has been going full steam ahead, and the core team is almost ready to expose the product to the public in beta. The moment is approaching, and we can't wait to provide our assistance, continue developing the product, and offer an update to the public. In less than a week, we will have the U.S. midterm elections. There are 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of 100 in the Senate up for election this year. Following the midterm elections, the stock market has a habit of performing well. Since there is still a strong correlation between Bitcoin and major stock indices, some speculators anticipate that crypto will also soar after the election on November 8th. As a whole, the stock market has outperformed expectations in the 6 months following a midterm election for 17 of the past 19 such elections beginning in 1946, in line with what Charles Schwab found in his research. Reason being, as pointed out by Ledden's chief strategy officer and co-founder Mauricio Diabartolomeo, investors experience a great deal of unpredictability in the months preceding election day. Investors' confidence grows and they push the market up, according to Diabartolomeo. Timothy Holland, chief investment officer of Orion Advisor Solutions, stated that, if past experiences are any indication, the situation will improve significantly after next Tuesday, you will succeed in the midterms, and the seasonality is going to improve. Holland also made the observation that a divided administration in Washington, D.C. is likely and that the market actually prefers deadlock. A 27% year-to-date drop in the S&P 500 is substantially worse than the indexes. Typical performance in prior midterm election years, suggesting that this year may be different. The stock market performance has already deviated substantially from its historical values. The current state of interest rates makes me wonder if this will be one of those years when the rally fizzles out. According to Diabartolomeo, the Federal Reserve hiked its benchmark interest rate to a range of 3.75% to 4% on Wednesday, the highest level in 15 years, an increase of 0.7%.